I was at this one fancy coffee store next to a woman with looks I'd never seen before, but she seemed to have much charm and style and grace. Well, she stepped to the counter and she ordered a drink. It was an iced cappuccino with soy, I think, but I was preoccupied in trying to surmise her race. It seemed she wasn't quite white, she wasn't quite black, she wasn't quite this, and she wasn't quite that. In fact, I guess she wasn't quite anything, I suppose. Now, I didn't want to harass her or come off crass, but the question was burning, so I decided to ask, and she said, "Save your breath, I can guess what you want to know." See, everywhere I go, folks stare at me, trying to decode what I'm supposed to be, but truth is, mister, calculating me ain't so easy as you can see. So since you got the interest, I'll take the time and keep that question from smoking your mind. Just buy my coffee and I'll tell you just what I be. So I said, no sweat. That's a bet. I'm always curious to know what I don't know yet. And for me, that's worth a cup of joe or maybe even two. So I reached in my pocket, pulled out the money, paid for the coffee and said, "There you go, honey. Now sit down, girl. Tell me, what in the world is you?" Well, that's when she took a deep breath. And she said, Jew, Italian, Haitian, Dominican, African, Asian, Mexican, Puerto, Nigeria, Brazilian's what I am. And I'm knit to fit like a patchwork quilt, and from my sweat this here country's built. But keep it simple, stupid, call me American. Now you can just call me American, you can just call me American, though sometimes I ain't quite sure just what that means. But from sea to shining sea, there are 300 million me's, red, white, and blue, and every in between. So we rapped we about democracy, about what makes ours different than them ancient Greeks. We broach subjects most folks would tell you is taboo, like love and religion and politics, the Taliban and ex-Dixie chicks, Democrats, Republicans, and them green rainbows too. Yeah, we spoke about President Barack Obama, joked about Trump and all his drama, and wondered, is our economy really still bouncing back? About whose fault it's gonna be when our climate changes, of trucks and such and good shooting ranges, and why I prefer a PC and she likes a Mac. Yeah, we act so much we lost track of time, and though we're different, we began to find that she and I was quickly becoming friends. Then she checked her watch and said, "Oh, gotta run, but thanks for the talk, I've enjoyed it, hon. Who can say, maybe one day we'll see each other again." Then, as we both shook hands and said no more, she grabbed her purse and headed toward the door. That's when some dude looking real confused come over real slow. He says, "Say, buddy, seem like you know that woman. You mind very much if I ask you something?" I said, "Save your breath, I can guess what you want to know." Well, that's when I took a deep breath. And I said, Jew, Italian, Haitian, Dominican, African, Asian, Mexican, Puerto, Nigeria, Brazilian's what I am. And I'm knit to fit like a patchwork quilt, and from my sweat this here country's built. But keep it simple, stupid, call me American. Now you can just call her American, just call her American, though sometimes she ain't quite sure just what that means. From sea to shining sea, there are 300 million she's, red, white, and blue, and every in between. Well, you can just call us Americans, you can just call us Americans, though sometimes we ain't quite sure just what that means. But from sea to shining sea, there are 300 million we's, red, white, and blue, and every in between. Red, white, and blue, and every in between.